Hello everyone. Today we will look at OSGI Launcher's framework that's a part of the Libra project. Okay, let's get started. OSGI Launchers can run, debug any OSGI framework. And to define one, you can do it in two of either places. One of them is you can go to Window Preferences, and under here you can click on Server, Runtime Environment, and then you can click Add to add a new one. Okay, and let me remove some of the existing ones here. And the second place where you can do this is in the server's view. You can just simply go say define a new server, and it allows you to choose the type. We support Apache Felix, Equinox, Snapplefish, and OW2 MicroJonas service platforms. Okay, so let's pick Equinox, and the next step is it will ask you where the installation folders. You can, if you don't have it already, you can easily download and install it into a folder. Otherwise, you just click Browse and you just pick the folder. And if this is not the right folder, for example, let me just fix something, it will give you some validation messages. Let's just say Finish, and you can define, of course, more than one at a time. Let me just, for example, go click Apache Felix, say Next, and I have another one. So this is the Apache Felix folder. And similarly, if there's something wrong in there, it will give me a warning message. And let's click Finish. Now, how do I start and stop? You basically click on it and just choose one of these options. We prefer to use the OSGI Run and OSGI Debug options because it first does the configuration step and then starts the folder, whereas these ones are asynchronous behavior. So I prefer to use the OSGI Run. Let me click on OSGI Run, and it will very quickly start the Apache Felix. Let me just go. Here's the Apache Felix console. And you can just simply type any console command. Now let me just start Equinox, and similarly Equinox is started, and let's see, and there is the Eclipse OSGI framework in there. Of course, now these frameworks do not have any, let's just stop them, and do not have any bundles added to them, so they are not running anything special. But I would like to show you something else. For example, I can define two Equinox based on the same installation folder. Let me just add a new server here, and let's say it's an Equinox. Similarly, same configuration, but we'll just call this one for Gemini. So let's say I want to create a runtime for testing Gemini container, Gemini Web, for example, and that will need special configuration. Now, how do I do this? Each one of these servers have an editor, so if you click on it, for example, it will open up an editor, and one of the items in the editor is where you manage the target platform profile. And for example, I can go click Add and choose the directory where Gemini's bundles are installed. And let's just, for example, choose, I downloaded them before, choose the folder where Gemini is. Here's the Gemini bundles. I can add another folder. There are 3 plugins in it. You can say, show me the contents of the location. And then let me just pick another one under the Gemini. Let me pick the bundles, which are the dependencies. Okay, now 38 plugins there. So here are all the bundles. That becomes my target platform for the Gemini. Let me just save this, okay? And now I have Gemini. Now each one of these have different target platform profiles. For example, if I go to Felix, Felix comes with some pre-configured bundles. So the framework knows about these bundles. Of course, you can add more to them. And or if I go to, for example, plain vanilla, it has nothing. Eclipse PDE only supports one target platform profile as a default one. So these are just plain vanilla Eclipse PD target platform profiles. But if you want to choose a particular one for development so that your workspace resolves the bundles, you can choose one of these. You can see that these target platforms are added to the PD. For example, I can choose Equinox for Gemini. I can make it the active and apply. So any bundle that I add now will use the target platform profile defined for the Equinox Gemini. Thank you very much for watching.